Good afternoon. Do you need to stretch or you're right? Can you go? So you do it from sitting down. I don't need to do much this afternoon. Phil did, Chris did most of this for me in his presentation, so thanks, Chris. Good on you. So FIDO, we all know a fair bit about FIDO. It's about how we present it to our members and how we get our members to understand what FIDO actually means. So the reasons for FIDO, one is to accumulate residential property, which we do know. The second one is you must take a long-term approach. We at the international conferences, that's Wendy, Carol and myself, when we do FIDO with your members at the international conferences or workshops, they seem to think that they can buy their property today and retire tomorrow. And that's what comes across. I've bought the portfolio, I'm retiring.
Exactly.
Which sounds really fantastic, but in retrospect, it just doesn't work that way. Because we all want property to double yesterday, don't we? Yeah, and it doesn't always happen. We have to understand the property cycles, not just around the states, which Chris briefly talked about, but you also have to understand the global property cycle. And that's something that we do touch on the international workshops. So if you don't know about the global property cycles, maybe you should think about registering to come across it and learn about that as well. We know you need multiple properties. Okay, we're aware of that. And we need to allow our equity to grow. And this is where some of our members did get into strife. If you think about back in around 2007, 2008, I had a property mentor that retired, gave up work in 2007, bought a property that same year, because as you know, cash was pretty easy to get in those days. If you had a heartbeat, you could basically pick up some money. And then suddenly realised why he was in a bit of financial strife. Okay, so you need to allow your portfolio to grow, the equity to grow. I think he thought he could just draw equity out straight out of it. Then you can set your retirement amount as to what you want or you think you require. But you need to keep going back to assess your equity position. Because as you know, situations change. How often does finance change?
Every day.
Yeah, tyrannically every day. Sometimes a couple of times a day. And situations change for us too. I can guarantee that not all of us are in the same position we were 12 or 24 months ago. I would say our positions have changed too, yes? Life does throw curveballs at us occasionally, doesn't it? Our situation does change, so you need to regularly update that. Okay, so you can either turn on your tap of equity and get a drip out, or you can turn on your tap and get a good flow of equity out. Which is it that you want? And what is it that you want for your member? Okay? So you've also seen this sheet about putting in the data for that, for your investment properties. When I'm working with my members, I put in what their actual loans are. And then as you can see on that line 6, we put in the line of credit. We put it in at $1 to double in 50 years. So you can see that's going to have a great effect on the equity of your portfolio, isn't it? $1 to $2 in 50 years. But we've accounted for the debt, the full debt of that line of credit in that 350, so it goes into your loan amount. On the far right hand side, you can see a positive $8,000. Does anybody know where I get that from?
Rental income, running expenses.
No. Snapshot. When I do a snapshot for members, you can work out when your portfolio is going to be positive or negative. As you can see in that, it's black, so the portfolio is positive based upon the figures that we used in the snapshot program. If that was negative, so if you put in a minus, say, 8,000, that would be red. When you go to your detail sheet in FIDO, that there would be an effect of that in the number crunching, if you check it out. Because it's positive, it doesn't have any effect on that number crunching in the detail sheet. But if it was red and negative, it does. Because that means if your portfolio is costing you money, should you really consider retiring? So you need to know these things as well. So as you know, in the graph that Chris showed you also, we've got the first stage is the cumulative stage. We've got there where you're buying the investment properties, and you've also seen that the LVR is quite high, which is where it should be. And it would have been for most of us in the room as well when we were doing this. So you can also see that on the graph that you can find in Fido as well. So you can see that the red debt line is far above the green equity line at the start of your investing. And again, that's where it should be, because that's what you're doing, investing. LVR's high. But then you move into the consolidating period. So at some stage, your members are going to stop purchasing and they're going to go into the consolidating period. Consolidation is not a day or an hour. Some people seem to think it is. I can stop buying and retire. Depends who you are and your personal circumstances. But I'd say for most of our members, consolidation could not be an hour or a day. Consolidation is normally somewhere a period of property cycle. Okay? What do we do in that consolidating period? We try to get the loan to value ratio down. How we do that? There's two ways. You can do it over time and let your portfolio grow, or you can start to pay down some of the debt. And because of the finance situations at the moment, you'll probably find that some of your members are not able to get a next period of interest-only loans. They're back on the P&I. Anybody found that? Couple. Especially if you work with NAB. They won't, because I've got a couple of loans with NAB, they wouldn't put me back onto P&I, to interest-only. So I've gone on to P&I, but with the low interest rates, it is helping. So in the consolidated period, which Mark and I are now in, it's also giving us a chance to pay down some of that debt as well. So you can see that the LVR is dropping, which is good. But you can also see at one point that we raised the LVR back up to the 60% line. I don't know if I'll be able to get it over that side. Right? Yeah. Okay, so we've done that for a particular reason. I'll show you that as we go through. So finance independent data organiser, this is in the consolidated period. Our loan to value ratios, we want to get below 60%. We say you should have them somewhere between 30 to 50% and declining so that you can draw back up to the 50% when you get into retirement. Now this is going to depend on personal circumstances and where we are in regards to finance. Because if you know about trying to get cash out at the moment, it's a bit very hard. Agreed? But if you were doing this before the GFC, you would have done it without any worries in the world, correct? So again, it just depends on the circumstances and the timing that you do this. Right? Your initial drawdown, we're suggesting that you do this 1 to 2 years prior to retirement date. It's possible if you meet the lending criteria, okay, and 30 to 50% of available equity increases. And if we come back to that 60% draw LVR, we've actually drawn some equity out of that a couple of years before we've actually decided to retire. So we've taken our loan to value ratio back up to 60%. So as Chris was saying on that sheet, the things that I look with my members is the initial drawdown, which is 122,000, and the equity increase is 311. That's what I look at. We normally try to get that doubling. So if you're taking out 122, you need to have it at least 244 plus in equity increase. So we'll get a doubling on that at least, if not a bit more. Also look at the LVR to get it right down as possible, As you can see, that one's down at 36%. So they're the triggers that we look for when we do this. And again, then when you come to your third stage for your harvesting, right, you've got your loan to value ratio down below the 60%, so that you'll be able to draw it back up again if you need to. So over those 3 periods, you're accumulating. Your loan to value ratio is normally quite high because you are using your line of credit, etc., to build your portfolio. When you get into the consolidating period, you're dropping your loan to value ratio down as far as you can. As we said, somewhere between 30 to 50%, but well below the 60%. And again, that takes time, depending where you are in the property cycle. And then you can move into the third part of the harvesting and keep your loan to value ratio down so that you can draw it up if you need it. So as I said before, if you now look at that screen, we had a line of credit of 350. A couple of years before we, in this scenario, before retirement, we've taken out another independent line of credit of 600,000. And that's why that loan to value ratio went up before. Again, that depends on where we are in regards to finance and where members' personal circumstances. So this is why we always stress that members keep in regular contact with the brokers, because as you know, finance changes dramatically. So as you can see from this graph now, that the equity line, the green line, is now well above the debt line, the red line, for the long term. Any questions?
What are you suggesting to members to get their LV down in the last stage, the harvesting stage?
In the consolidated period stage.
From there down at the harvesting, they can say utilise some of your superannuation or sell the property off.
Yeah, well, again, it's going to come back down to personal circumstances. And again, depends on what finances are. So we've had members that have had to sell to survive or go back to work, which none of us want to do.
And utilise super?
Utilise their super, yeah, if they have it. Roger?
Just in that previous screen in the invest screens, the debt looks like it's going down. It should be going up slightly.
There's something wrong with this one. Over here. The red line. It should be going up.
It's reasonably steady on that one, yes.
It should be going up. Can I also ask you to revert back to a couple of screens, please? Go back. Yeah, just leave it here. This FIDO covers 44 years stretch. Borrow interest costs, we put down yes.
In the calculations of FIDO, they actually have a rental component in it as well.
An rental increase.
Yeah. So it's a back end activity that you can't see.
There's something that I'm addressing over here. Same thing, but in a different way. You see, borrow interest cost, that's a rental cost, basically. The interest that the member is paying on the loans. Now, what will happen is the interest cost is for paying off the loan interest. But during this period, when is it most likely that this member would need to borrow interest to pay off the loan when the rents are low? The first 10 years or so.
Yeah, right.
Post 10 or 12 years, the rents are going to keep going up, which is for, let's say, 2/3 of the stretch of this FIDO. If you were to change this from yes to no, your graph looks much happier.
It does, agree, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it does.
So the other thing to consider there, Harple, is where Phil had the line of credit, 8,000 positive cash flow. So you've held your portfolio is positive cash flow.
Yeah.
This interest cost is on the amount you're drawing out.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. The other issue here I have is, I think we are being very pessimistic. We are asking our members to retire on $100,000 a year. They may as well go to Centrelink. What I suggest to my members is, hey, you come to the club, think big, at least $150,000 in years.
Yeah, and this example you could, but like Phil said,
No, you can.
you
Okay.
can. You
I
need to
do
be-
it with my members.
Yeah,
Okay.
30 to 50% of the equity increase. So this is
But
about.
I'm surprised that you're still saying financial independence in 7 years.
No. This is the example.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So this isn't done in 7 years. If you go back,
yeah. So it should be.
if you
at
go
least-
back to here, you'll see the last one was bought in 2010
Yeah, but why is it over there still showing 7 years?
because it's been updated for this year. It's
Oh, okay.
2024.
Okay. Not
220.
over here.
It's
Okay.
2024.
2024 Harper.
Yeah. So
Today.
this has been updated today.
Yeah.
Fair
It's
enough.
updated accordingly.
Not the first final that you do.
No. You shouldn't do one photo and just leave it at that.
No.
This is goal setting stuff. Goals change, situations change. As I said, life throws curveballs at us at different times.
But-
you need to have this updated regularly.
Every
So
6 months.
there are two
Every 6
issues here
months.
that again I'll say, if you change this to no, your FIRA looks much happier.
I agree. Yeah.
And number two, hey, $100,000 a year you may as well go to Centrelink.
Again, you've got to be conservative in doing all this too, and it's what members want.
Yeah.
No,
So if a member wants to retire on 150,000 Harple, your FIDO will reflect that and then the number of properties
Correct.
what
required.
I say to my members, just for people to share it with you, would it hurt you if you retire on 150,000 a day? Yeah. Or would you prefer to just retire on 70 or 80,000 a year?
Can I just point out that quite often, and especially with our younger people, they are paying into super from the day they start work, and their property is going to be in addition to anything they're going
Correct.
to get from super.
And that's what Phil said, you've got super, you might have shares, you've got other sources of income,
Sure.
and you may not draw on your properties for 10 or 15 years.
And that's something that should be said to members when you're
Correct.
presenting the
Correct.
budget.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Last one, Mark.
Can you just expand on where that $8,000
Mark.
positive came from?
Snapshot.
Snapshot.
So FIDO is done hand in hand with Snapshot. So when you do your snapshot and you put all the information in from a member, it then works out when it'll be neutral, positive, or still negative cash flow. Then you put that into your FIDO. So that's a whole other presentation as well. All right, so a few questions there. Phil's there over the weekend, and Wendy's also an expert on FIDO. I'm there on the weekend if you've got any questions on that as well. So thanks, Phil.
That's